Hey everyone, it's Pamela, your holistic grief educator and grief coach. And I just wanted to do a quick video to outline one of my go-tos with all of my work. And that is my 8 super connectors in grief. And these are 8 things that help you align and connect with everything that's bigger than we are. That's love, the creative force, spirit, the universe, life, and importantly, your loved one. I don't know anyone that I've worked with or even met that didn't want to feel connected to their loved one after they've passed. I don't know if you know this, but over 50% of people who've been surveyed said that they have heard from their loved one after they passed, whether it was a sign or a symbol, a phone call, lights flickering, dreams. And I always want to promote and create the fertile ground for you to stay connected to your loved one and to all of life and love and spirit. So these are the things that I've discovered are the 8 super connectors that help move you in that direction. So the first one is self-care. Now you wouldn't think that that would be a super connector, but what self-care does is that it creates this safe container and it helps you stay more balanced. You're creating a foundation so that you can be more balanced with your mindset and your thoughts. You can have more healthy emotional flow. That means feeling your feelings. That's very important. And it allows the container for you to be more connected and to have more vibrancy and more love and life and connection come into your life. So self-care is the first one. Next is breathing and meditation. So I do a lot of guided imagery work. I do a lot of breath work, and I feel that breath work is really a foundational aspect of any holistic or wellness care. Especially we as Westerners, we really don't breathe in very healthy patterns. So I have whole videos and workshops dedicated to helping you breathe well and breathe in a way that's going to positively affect your body, your mind, your emotions, and your connectedness. It also helps you with relieving tension and fear and anxiety, which are things that block connection. So the third thing is feeling your feelings. Feeling your feelings is everything. Hard to do in grief so often because we don't want to feel all the sadness and the anger and the frustration and the myriad emotions that come with grief. And sometimes it's no feelings at all. So feeling your feelings is a healthy way to balance out you as a whole being. I think you know that stopping up your feelings is unhealthy, and it is something that creates blockages in this connection that we all want to have. So feeling your feelings is important. It creates balance and flow, and it puts you in the moment. Even after you've been crying and sad, you know there is that shift in how you feel energetically after you've felt your feelings. So healthy emotional regulation and expressing your feelings is essential. The next one is nature and animals. Groundedness, being at one with nature, being barefoot outside at the beach, by a lake, on a path, in a forest, in the mountains, hiking. All of these things are very connecting because nature is always with spirit and love and the life force and the creative force. That's where it exists. And I always feel like starting to sing The Circle of Life from The Lion King there. But nature and animals live in the moment. You know, our pets, our dogs, cats, horses, guinea pigs, fish, snakes, iguanas, whatever you have, they live very much in the moment. They live a connected existence. And that is living in the moment. So spending time with them alters our physiology. I don't know if you know this, but the way a horse's heartbeat is when we are spending time around a horse, we start to match that, and it is a slower, more grounded, kind of a more profound, our system actually changes physiologically. And of course, we know the unconditional love that we receive from our pets and the unconditional love that we give them is being very connected and very in the moment. That's why nature and animals is a very important one of my 8 super connectors. The next one is raising your alignment with yourself and with Gus, as someone I saw called it. That can be God, the universe, spirit, life, creative force, this thing that is bigger than you are, that is the life force. That is very important, and that oneness and alignment with yourself is a lot of the work I do. I talk about how you can approach grief imbalanced or you can approach it balanced. You can approach it unwell or well. You can approach it unaligned or aligned, and they're very different experiences. Very. So personal alignment and being at one with yourself and supporting yourself and being aligned with your loving wise adult, your higher self, inner child versions of yourself, all of this internal alignedness is very important and is a big one of my 8 super connectors. Another one is creativity. That does not mean necessarily making a work of art, although creativity is a natural part of our life force. It's not a skill, it's not a talent, although certainly we do enjoy and appreciate some artists' work as a beautiful talent. But the ability and the need to create is a natural human experience, and it is a part of every single one of us. Every child creates. They sing, they dance, they draw, they act out. That creative force is essential, and it is the life force. So creativity, doing anything, very importantly, without judgment. You are not creating something to be concerned about the end result. It is the flow itself of this life force coming through you and out through your body and becoming a new life form in the world, whether it's a painting, a meal, a dance, a play, journaling, writing. Any creative force is powerful, and it lines you up. Another way to be very in the moment. And then we have perspective shifts. Now, this is deeper work with my clients and the people that I like to help with my coaching and my programs. So I'll give you a little bit of information about this, but it's challenging to go into it too deeply because it's a place you have to get. It's like finding gratitude. You can't force it. Or forms of forgiveness or letting go. It's not something you just do. You have to get there. Sometimes there is certainly the grace of feeling that in that moment. Like you might be watching a sunset or a sunrise or a fire, or you might be a fire in the fireplace, a safe fire or a bonfire, or you might be at one with your beloved pet or out in nature. And that feeling of that a perspective of just feeling just grateful for something that may be nonverbal. You might even not be able to articulate it. If you have done any work with me or listened to any of my work, I'm extremely sensitive to toxic positivity or spiritual whitewashing. I never force gratitude. I don't push forgiveness. None of that. This is something that may take a lifetime, but also is your life's work. And to do it, you must do it authentically. It's not something that comes from here. It's something that comes from here. But perspective shifts, even little ones, are massive super connectors, and that's why they're one of the 8. The reason perspective shifts are such profound super connectors is that they really they release burdens. that you don't need anymore. To be in that moment and just feel something of just profound gratitude or oneness. You may not maintain it or hold on to it for long because sometimes it can be challenging, but it can even be a moment of feeling that, whether you call it your heart chakra opening up or third eye, or you just really become aware of how magical and beautiful life can be, like witnessing birth, or being with someone in a like at a wedding, and you have all that emotion and all that power and all those feelings come up, and you just think, why, I don't even know them that well. But these perspective shifts are really profound, and they're a big part of being a human being, and they're super connectors. And lastly, rituals. So any ritual, whether it's lighting a candle for your loved one, whether it's creating an altar, whether it is speaking to them, making something in their honor, celebrating their birthday or their thaniversary, which is the anniversary of their passing, anything that reflects who they were, who they are, anything that inspires you and inspires more love with them, for them, which is a ritual, or anything that transforms the way you're feeling. This action that you do of lighting this candle transforms you through ritual. You can light a candle because it's dark, or you can light a candle because you are taking a moment to transform how you feel and how you love and are connected with your loved one. So it is not, yes, it's the doing, but it's the meaning that you assign to these actions. They are spirit and power brought into the physical. That's what ritual is. So those are my 8 super connectors. I recommend that you incorporate as much of them as you can into your life. And I look forward to working with you to help you be and stay connected to your loved ones, and know that they are always with you, that you are so loved and you are so connected. And these 8 super connectors actually clear the decks of thinking that you aren't. That's the most important part of them. Sending you much love, and I'll see you soon.